Applied Digital Solutions, the Verichip company, has now weighed into all of this. They've tried to get legislation passed in states to make Alzheimer patients take the chip. They did a deal with the Bureau of Prisons in California to chip prisoners and parolees. That was in Reuters about 7 years ago. People got really upset, and that got canceled. They've done deals with upscale nightclubs to get into the VIP champagne rooms with the women. You've got to take a chip. They've done everything they can to push this, and their stock is up over 100%. It's more than doubled today on this news. Verichip Corporation, NASDAQ Chip is their name, the NASDAQ name, and its developer partner, Receptors LLC, announced today that Verichip has been granted an exclusive license to Receptors patent number 7,504,364, titled Methods of Making Arrays and Artificial Receptors, and patent number 7,469,076, sensors employing combinational artificial receptors or combinatorial artificial receptors in their application to the development of the virus triage detection system for the H1N1 virus. The patents can also be applied to detection systems for other viruses and biological threats, such as resistant Staphylococcus bacteria. So, this is the medical tyranny, where everybody's going to have a chip, and that's in one of the 4 health care bills to make people on government health care and to have the federal government finance people having a medical chip that accesses and has your history on it and also accesses bigger, more detailed medical histories. And this is the new medical tyranny, the new martial law tyranny. First, they staged terror attacks, blaming on right-wing domestic patriots in 95 to set up their grid. Then they staged 9/11 to say it's, just men in a cave. We're going to set up Homeland Security and put troops on the streets to stop them. Then their internal reports come out and they say, this is really for the American people. This is really for gun owners, conservatives, anti-Federal Reserve protesters. This whole police state grid is for the American people. And now triage means... In fact, let's pull up the definition of triage. Definition of triage. But a paraphrase of the definition, we'll see if I'm completely accurate, is the practice of cutting losses. The practice is saying we got 1,000 people that are hurt. We've only got the medical systems to help 500. We're just going to completely not treat the other 500 and give everything to the 500 we choose. This is the basic shift from the Hippocratic Oath of do no harm that they haven't given in more than 12 years to medical students that are graduating as doctors and healthcare providers of Hippocrates. They are now shifting from that to the new bioethics eugenical system of where the medical system and the government decides who gets care, and they decide that they're going to ration the care. Just like the cover of Newsweek, the case for killing Granny. Here's the definition of triage: the sorting and allocation of treatment to patients and especially battle and disaster victims according to a system of priorities designed to maximize the number of survivors, the sorting of patients as in an emergency room according to the urgency of their need for care. But when they talk about triage in the case of flu, it means don't treat these people, treat those. That's in the World Health Organization definition. The assisting a priority order to projects on the basis of where funds and other resources can be best used and are most needed and are most likely to achieve success. So there's your definition of triage. So this is a triage chip deciding if you're in good with the globalist, are you going to be given treatment or are you not going to be given treatment? What does Reflections and Warnings, my new film with Aaron Russo, cover? How Nick Rockefeller told him the elites will have a chip, get out of jail free card, above the law. Now 900, almost a million. It's 900,000 2 years ago. I'm sure it's over a million now. Get special license plates, government workers, police in California where they can run toll roads. The police can't run their plates. They get let go from DWIs. This is Orange County Register. This is mainstream news. It's the same thing as the chip with the license plate reading systems. They can't read the private plates of government, state, federal, and local workers. So that's what this is going to be. A chip proving you're a good globalist, a chip proving you're allowed to buy and sell. They're saying under Homeland Security, if you haven't paid your taxes or have bad debts, you're going to be put on the no-fly, no-gun-buy list. So no judge, no jury. You're just put on list, and you've got to take a chip to prove you're good. And if your chip doesn't work, they just turn it off. How would they sell giving us a chip? For more than a decade, I've told you, through medical emergencies and pandemics, and now their stock has doubled today. In fact, they probably brought it into me because I asked for it. Did Dew print me the NASDAQ? Because everybody ran in here and was showing it to me. Let's pull up NASDAQ and go into the listing of stocks under NASDAQ CHIP. CHIP is the name of the product. CHIP is what Verichip goes under on the NASDAQ. Because I'm told it's over 100%, but I want to... There it is. There's CHIP. And, yes, look at it. Look at it today. It has gone from an open of $1.75 to $3.26, or a 200%. It says it's an increase of $2. What were you saying, Jaron? 183% increase. There you go. Okay, I was more than 100. Excuse me. It was worse than I said. 180+% increase in value right there on your screen for the chip. All right, I'm going to your phone calls, and I want to explain something. We have the Genesis phone lines, and then we have our phone lines. In fact, I've got... Pardon me? John in Virginia, you're up first, then Michael, Ruth, Steve, Julio, Joe, and others. Go ahead, sir.
Alex.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yeah, my wife is a nurse here in Richmond, Virginia. She's been a nurse for 18 years now. She's actually a supervisor now of pretty much a whole ER department. And she's been in the, actually in the meetings when they've been told that they are going to have to take the shots. And they've already started making the regular flu shot this year mandatory. And they've also told them as soon as the H1N1 comes down that those are going to be mandatory as well.
Well, a month ago we saw articles in New York where they were ordering nurses to take it, and the headline was 50+% say no to the vaccine. But Obama is saying you don't have to take it, and that's a lie, that people are lying. Just like we're lying that he hired lobbyists, or we're lying he's increasing troops, or we're lying. No, he's lying. But the issue here is they've got the nurses all isolated by themselves, being told they've got to take it with no law, but then the nurses aren't standing up and speaking out, so the public doesn't even know this has begun. But if they're going to try to force medical workers, they're clearly going to try to force the general public. What is she saying? Is she going, wait, Obama says I don't have to?
Well, she's not taking it. She's found a way around it. Luckily, like I said, she's a supervisor, and she's found kind of a way around it.
And tell us the way she got around it, because we had a guy with his wife who's a nurse here in Austin saying that she's been ordered to take it or she's fired.
Right. They've done the same thing, but she's found a way to I guess, fudge the paperwork.
Because it's fraudulent color of law. Of course, if she stands her ground, they know they're going to have a lawsuit on their hands if they force her to do it. I mean, but sir, do you see the outrageous precedent? They're saying you got to take the flu shot now. You got to take the other shot now. This is getting ready to make everybody take it.
And it's not only just the nurses. I'm a former professional firefighter. Luckily, I'm out of it now. I'm out on the road driving a truck. I listen to you all the time, by the way. But the local fire departments in Richmond, Virginia, Richmond and all the surrounding areas have all received basically the same marching orders. They've all made the flu shot this year mandatory. And again, just like I said, as soon as they get the H1N1, they're making that mandatory as well. I've still got a ton of friends in the fire department, and they've all told me the same thing.
Yeah. Well, we've talked to police, and they've said they've been told not to tell anybody, but that they are being told they're going to have to take it, and they're probably going to, quote, make the public take it. Under level 6, we're already under this official UN edict that we have to take it if they decide we do. And the troops are training for quarantines, you name it. This doesn't look good.
And they were told not to tell anybody also.
So there you go, the government engaging in sneaky, evil with Obama saying everything's all right, you don't have to take it, while they're gearing up.
That's right. Well, thank you for your time. I just wanted to let you know it. I mean, for the people that don't believe it, it is going on.
Sir, can you get your wife without her name just to write up, and every other nurse, to writers@infowars.com. I'll make sure my guys get that, give it to Kurt, Nemo, and Paul. We'll take your letters. We were sent, it's printed off here like a month ago from a male nurse in New York where there was the letter saying they've got to take it and it's coming up. We need to, I've got so much info. The point is, this is happening and we can't get the general public to realize they're really gearing up for this.
Yeah, I can definitely do it. And she actually found out about it, I want to say 3 weeks to a month ago. I don't know the exact
Yeah,
date,
that's when the Fed started having them quietly do it. God bless you, sir. Anything else?
No, sir. Have a great day, Alex.
Thank you.